Hello, happy 888 if you're seeing this on the portal. If you're not, it's still in divine timing. Just bask in the love frequencies. Thank you for being here. As you can hear, I've been unwell. This happens on most of the major gateways. I get incredibly sick physically so that I can be upgraded, so that I have an excuse to keep still. That might happen for you as well, but it's the body catching up with the soul and the mind. It's the body releasing the stubborn parts where the energies are kept. Hearing Lemuria. So this morning I was hearing am I ready for love or to be loved? Am I ready to be loved? By Lizzo. And it was just the am I ready because I want it? Am I ready to be loved? Just repeated over and over and over, not the rest of the song. Now I'm hearing that's what I'm talking about, background part. And ooh, I'm on fire. I don't know who that was. Maybe Chris Isaac did a cover. I don't know. I was like, oh, come on, you gotta give me more than that. And then I decided to get out of the house for the portal, get out of town. And where I was planning on going was too far for my daughter, who's still more unwell than I am now. So I took that into consideration and asked her where she wanted to go, and she said out here at Lake Endeavour. And so here we are. And it was funny that there's construction near my house, which is why I didn't just record there. But there's major construction going on here, but it's on the other side of the dam. As a metaphor. So when I was fueling up, there I just happened to see these two galahs that they were flying together, and one of them had a twig full of leaves, and it just reminded me of the peaceful dove with the olive branch, because I was asking, is this about union? I don't want to get into twin flames and soulmates and divine counterparts and all this, because the waters are so muddy. 444. How about we just strip it back to we're having experiences with a reflection of ourselves. We're having experiences with human beings, no matter how divine the soul is perceived to be, because they're all divine. How about we strip it back to I'm me and you're you. and observe who people are instead of projecting how they should be, especially if you're in your first round of spiritual awakening and the aftermath of that. There's a stage where we've learned all these truths, and fear, the ego takes over and becomes a spiritual ego, and then the fear takes over, and trying to change the other person, especially if we're already in a relationship, because we don't want them to get left behind. We can see that they're suffering. It would be better this way, but they're at where they're at. I did that. No, I don't. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to help. But did people ask for your help? Quite often in my past, people didn't. And so I share here, and I have a group where I can share videos and things that I found helpful. And you can take it or leave it. You don't have to be here. You don't have to click on a video or follow a song suggestion. But then if people ask me face to face, I'll tell them. I'll tell them what comes through for where they're at. I can see a higher truth, but I also know sometimes people have to go through certain things, and so my soul pushes me to push them. And they've asked for that contract. But it's never to be cruel. Sometimes boils need to be burst. There are just stages of initiation. The ancestors are with us. There are just stages of initiation that we cannot bypass. So clear all that, let it go, because this is a celebration. So there was the two galahs nesting with the olive branch. It's probably eucalypt. And that was my confirmation. These are pairings. And you know, if you're poly, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just expression. It's all exploration and expression. But even if you're in a polyamorous relationship, it's still pairings, because your relationship with each individual being in your group, in your family, 911, that's a one-on-one thing. As much as other people influence our relationships, it's still a one-on-one thing, and you've got to know, is that right for you? And soul contracts are always being rewritten, always, depending on what path we follow, what experiences we have, how we feel, they're constantly being rewritten. So if you feel trapped, that's something to think about. So I will refer to it as pairings, because that's what I've been given. Yeah. And someone just asked, have you ever believed in righteous anger? Has anyone brought you to your knees? Yeah, of course. We get pulled apart to be reformed again, as is everything in this universe. We just resist it. Excuse me. 1111 1111. So, what are we creating? Yeah, stillness and flow. Ingenuity, I heard. 1133. So before turning on the camera, because I'm holding on it. Interesting. I'm holding it. I asked about this pairing. They're saying orchestrated by light. And so, and I'm being reminded that as I was driving here, there were crosses through the sky. And they were not a don't go here or this is wrong. They were a crossing of paths. 1221. So the first card I pulled from Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle was Rowan. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are and protected you will always be. You know, a lot of us with our karmic contracts, we've been put through it, and the thought of opening up can be really scary. But we've got the protection and love of the tree, the family tree, the ancestors of the Fae folk. I'm feeling Argathans today with this one. And then we've got chant. Hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. And so obviously, if you can't be truly yourself, not a, oh, I'm here, I'm going to be myself, and a projected self. If you can't be truly an exploration of you with a person, then question what you're getting out of the relationship, and accept that you're getting something. And if you want to continue to get that or not is your choice. And then from Work Your Light Oracle cards, I got Just Say Yes. You will know there will be a calm about this one. You will know. And there's a lot of threes. Noticing in these cards, there's 3 Fae folk, 3 ladies dancing, and a partridge in a pear tree. And then we got birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. We all know that these partnerships, divine partnerships, are for this purpose. But if you bring it back down to just your average human level, it's still a creation. You're hopeful in the beginning and you're dreaming something new. Dream something new. The gatekeepers, the subconscious mind, the ego, we want to feel safe, and that's in the known. But you get to a stage where it doesn't feel safe anymore. It feels stagnant and poisonous. Like your environment becomes toxic. You have to be brave and allow the new if you want change. And then we got Lemuria, which was creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Dream something better for the new age and take those daily steps. Go for a walk down a different street, drive through a different town, eat at a different place, change a habit, question habits. And if you're like me, you've come out of excuse me, out of a phase of deep healing, many years of deep healing, and that is a habit. And so now going into this new era of being feels weird. And the habit is looking for what's wrong, and the habit is of looking for opportunity to heal. And just being is really uncomfortable sometimes, especially when we live in a society that tells us that that's wrong. Even after all these years and these experiences. The frequency change. Alright, loves. Hope this ramble helped in some way. Even if I'm just keeping you company. Thank you for being here and keeping me company. I just want you to know we got this. Everyone's going through exactly what they need to go through. And man, witnessing that can suck. But when you've been through enough of it yourself, it's not complacency. I act when I need to act. It's more an allowing. It was hard. And that is the understatement of the century. But now that I am healed from what I've been through, I would not erase that from my record. All the mistakes I made, all the abuse. No. I'm thankful for it, and it is cleared now. Time to build something new. I love you. Bye.